The trigonometry means, trigon means triangle and metry means measurement. So whenever we say trigonometry, basically we mean measurement of triangles. Okay, measurement of triangles. Now in this, what we have to do, whenever we have to find trigonometry, we normally at your level consider we consider the right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, suppose you have got a right angle triangle like this. You know that this is a right angle triangle consists of a 90-degree, an angle to be 90-degree. And very, very important, suppose this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. So in this case, the side which is actually present over here, the BC side on which the triangle is lying, it is called the base. And this side which is perpendicular to the base, it is also known as perpendicular. Okay, so this is called perpendicular. And the side opposite to the perpendicular is called hypotenuse. So this is called hypotenuse. So you have got three sides. This side is called the base. I can denote it by small b. And this side is the perpendicular. I can denote by small p. And this is your hypotenuse, which I have mentioned just now. So that is, I can write it as h. So this is your hypotenuse. So this is a right angle triangle consisting of three sides. So this is your hypotenuse, and let me denote it by, say, h. From your earlier knowledge, you know that according to Pythagoras theorem, that you know that hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So that is very, very important over here. Now suppose we consider this angle over here to be, say, theta. So this angle I consider to be theta. Now one thing you have to understand, that there are three sides, and we can have how many ratios? We can have 3 plus 3, 6 ratios. Like I can write perpendicular by hypotenuse, I can write base upon hypotenuse, or I can write perpendicular by base. Also, I can just write the reciprocal of that. So that is hypotenuse by perpendicular. I can write hypotenuse by base, and I can write base upon perpendicular. So these are the, you can say, 6 ratios of this trigonometric we're going to do. And these are the 6 ratios of the two sides, taking two sides at a time. Now this perpendicular by hypotenuse is called sine theta. This is called sine theta. This is basically b base upon hypotenuse is called cosine theta or cos theta. And perpendicular by hypotenuse, perpendicular by base is called tan theta or tangent theta. And the reciprocal of that, that is hypotenuse by perpendicular, this is known as cosec theta. Hypotenuse by base is called sec theta. And base upon perpendicular, which I was trying to tell you, this is the other trigonometric ratios. So this is your perpendicular by base is tan theta, and base upon perpendicular is cot theta. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. So this is sine theta, this is cos theta, this is tan theta, this is your cosec theta, this is your sec theta, and this is your cot theta. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. 6, we call it in short T ratios. I hope I'm clear to everybody. This is a very basic level of trigonometry I'm trying to teach. And for your knowledge, I like to tell you, sine basically, whenever we say sine, we mean sine actually, spelling it sine. When I say cos, basically it means complementary of sine. That's why we write it as cosine. When we write tan, that means basically it is tangent. It is tangent. And children, when we write cosec, basically cosec is cosecant. Cosecant. These are all terms related with the circle. So cosecant. And when I say sec, basically it means secant. You can also tell cosecant basically means complementary of secant. Complementary of secant. All where you will find a term complementary of secant. Say for example, you are having cos, so there you can write to be complementary of sine. Similarly, you have got cot, so now you can, I think you understand children, it is basically cotangent, or in other words we can write complementary of tangent. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. I hope I'm clear to everybody. So this is a very, very important concept. Sine theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos theta equal to base upon hypotenuse, and you have to remember this. You have to memorize this. This is tan theta equals to perpendicular by base. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. I hope it's clear to everybody. Now I'll just tell you children that how will you calculate another very important thing, that if you want to calculate that, just a minute. The various numericals, how will you do using this concept? So I start with the numerical for you. That is the first numerical I am going to do. That is, suppose I write down a problem for you. So a very common problem I'm going to discuss. This is a very, very common problem. So a problem they have given something like this. If cos theta or cos of angle A is 7 upon 25. 7 upon 25. Find the other trigonometric ratio. Find the other trigonometric ratios. Okay. So if cos A is 7 by 25, find the other trigonometric ratios. So this is my first problem that I am going to do for you children. So this is, you have to find the other trigonometric ratio. So this is a very basic level problem I am trying to do. This is very basic trigonometry I am discussing. So let me consider a triangle first, because I told you now we are only dealing with right angle triangle for your level. Okay, but so now what you have to do, they have given A. So let me take this angle to be A, suppose. Suppose the 90-degree side, this is B, and I take it as C. So what they have given to us, that cosine A is equal to 7 upon 25. Mind it, this is a ratio. This is not the actual value. Now you have already done just now that what is the formula of cosine? I've told you cos is basically base upon hypotenuse. B means base, H means hypotenuse. Now similarly, so what I can do now, cos A is equals to therefore 7 upon 25. So cos A is 7 upon 25. Since it's a ratio, so I can write this is also in, if I consider this to be A, so that means this becomes my base, this becomes my perpendicular with respect to your A, this is perpendicular, and this is your hypotenuse, right children? So this is your hypotenuse. So from here what I can say, cos A is equals to, according to the figure, base upon hypotenuse, that we have already done. So what is base over here? In this case, your base is basically AB. And what is your hypotenuse, children? That is AC. So I can write this is equals to 7 upon 25, right? But I cannot write AB equal to 7 directly because it's a ratio. So I must put a X over here and X over here. So now I can obviously write, children, that AB equal to 7X and AC is equals to, therefore I can write 25. Okay, so our main aim over here, because this is your hypotenuse, then this is your base and this is your perpendicular. So you can now, our main aim is to find out BC, that is perpendicular. So children, from your earlier knowledge, you know that base is given to be 7x. I've already told you. If you compare hypotenuse, they have given what? That is 25x. We have to find the perpendicular. And comparing the sides, you can see base is basically over here. This is your base B, and this is your base is over here is AB, and hypotenuse over here is AC. So using Pythagoras theorem, I can write perpendicular square plus base square equal to hypotenuse square. I have told you today. So what can I write? That perpendicular square therefore equal to hypotenuse square minus base square. And what is hypotenuse over here? Hypotenuse 25x. So I'll put the value. What is base square? That is 7x whole square. And what is perpendicular square? That is equals to amplitude. So perpendicular square will be 625x square minus 49x square. And this will come to as 576x square. So perpendicular, therefore, you will be getting root over of 576x square. And you know that root over of 576 is 24. And this is 24x. So perpendicular we have got. So you have got all the values that are required. Now I can easily find out the trigonometric ratio. Sine theta, first trigonometric ratio. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So 24x by 25x. So that comes to how much? 24 upon 24. Then comes your tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. Perpendicular is 24 and base is 7. So x cancel. So your answer becomes 24 upon 7. This answer was 24 upon 25. Similarly, the next you can do cosec theta. Cosec theta is just the reciprocal of sine theta. Now you can understand probably because this is hypotenuse by perpendicular. So you can just write the reciprocal of that, that is 25 upon 24. Similarly, you can do the others also, that is sec theta. Sec theta is equals to hypotenuse by base, and you know that cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So we can also say that sec theta is equals to hypotenuse by base upon hypotenuse. So I can write this is in base upon hypotenuse. So over here, similarly sec theta, I can write just the reciprocal, that is hypotenuse by base. I have already discussed. And what is the value of hypotenuse? That is 25x. And what was base? 7x. X cancel. So it is 25 upon 7. So sec theta, you can also write that is the reciprocal of cos theta, that is sec theta is equals to 1 by cos theta. Now lastly, I'll get cot theta. Cot theta is equals to base upon perpendicular. Base is 7x, perpendicular is 24x. So this becomes cot theta equal to 7 by 24. So children, we have found out all the 6 trigonometric ratios when one of the trigonometric ratios is being told to you. So this is actually how you have to do this. So this is very, very important concept I've tried to give you in case of trigonometry, and it is a, you can say, a very basic concept I have given. And but you have to remember this formula, you have to by heart this formula. This is very, very important. Thank you.